What's that smell?
Why don't you come with me? Let me show you the future.
The future? Do you have a crystal ball?
I think maybe so.
This is my crew now. Yes or no?
If this thing doesn't work, it's our ass.
The trailer for Landman Season 3 closes with a lingering sense of uncertainty, a feeling that no character, no matter how strong or capable, is truly safe. What makes this season already feel so tense is the way the trailer frames consequences as inevitable, and the way it reminds us that ambition comes at a cost no one can ignore. Tommy's journey, which seemed to promise freedom and control at the end of Season 2, now feels precarious, as if the ground beneath him is shifting with every passing moment. The trailer teases moments of confrontation, moments of quiet reflection, and moments where decisions made in haste, or even in hope, could spiral into disaster. Cammy's rising power and independence, which once felt empowering, now carries an undercurrent of conflict. Her choices will not just redefine the business, they threaten to fracture the family and force Tommy to reckon with how much he can trust those closest to him. Cooper's talents continue to grow in prominence, but the trailer reminds us that a gift this valuable is rarely without consequences. His role becomes not just about survival, but about responsibility, and the trailer hints that some of the variabilities that make him crucial to the family could also make him a target. Galino's looming presence, enigmatic and calculating, adds a layer of psychological tension that permeates the trailer. His plans are unclear, but his charm and patience are deadly. And the trailer teases that his influence will force Tommy to confront moral and strategic dilemmas more intense than anything he has faced before. The offshore rig subplot further amplifies the stakes, hinting at a ticking clock that could unravel months of hard-earned progress in a single moment. The trailer shows the enormity of this risk, reminding viewers that the world of Landman is unforgiving, and that success is fleeting when ambition, greed, and hidden agendas collide. What makes the trailer so compelling is its ability to balance these exter. Season 3 trailer is how it frames the cost of choices, especially Tommy's. In Landman, nothing is ever free, and the trailer seems determined to remind us of that in every frame. Season 2 closed one chapter with Tommy finally taking ownership of his life, building something that belonged entirely to him and his family. But the trailer shows us that independence comes with its own dangers. There's a sense of tension that hangs over every scene. The world isn't just waiting to challenge Tommy, it's waiting to punish him for daring to step out on his own. The trailer teases scenarios where the past isn't just knocking, it's barging back in, uninvited, with Galino's machinations looming like an unseen force ready to shatter any sense of security. And yet, it isn't just external threats that drive the suspense. The trailer hints at Tommy's internal battle, his struggle to balance ambition, family, and morality. His decisions are no longer about survival alone. They're about legacy, responsibility, and the very real risk of losing everything he's fought for. The brief glimpses of confrontation in the trailer, glances that hold unspoken accusations, conversations that seem deceptively calm yet crackle with tension, remind us that trust has become a fragile currency. Cammy's growing independence, while impressive, also foreshadows conflict, as the trailer suggests a collision course that feels both inevitable and devastating. It's not just professional pride at stake here, it's familial loyalty, emotional bonds, and the complex web of relationships that define Tommy's life. Cooper's role also intensifies this dynamic. In the trailer, his intuitive understanding of the refineries and operations is highlighted in a way that suggests his abilities may be the key to survival, yet the shadow of danger follows him everywhere. What was once a blessing in disguise now carries a weight of responsibility that feels almost suffocating. Every scene in the trailer seems designed to provoke. The trailer also does something subtle, yet incredibly effective. It reminds us that in Landman, the past is never really behind anyone. Every line, every glance, every shadow in Season 3's trailer carries echoes of what came before. Tommy's brief taste of independence at the end of Season 2 isn't a promise of safety. It's a spark that can ignite chaos in an instant. The trailer teases that his choices, no matter how deliberate or careful, will ripple outward in ways that feel both inevitable and shocking. Cooper, now stepping further into his role within the family business, carries a quiet tension that feels almost unbearable. His instincts, once a hidden strength, are now a glaring target. And yet, the trailer teases that his gifts might be the very thing that keeps them afloat in moments where survival seems impossible. There's an unspoken warning in the way the trailer frames these characters. Talent and intuition, while powerful, are double-edged swords, attracting attention from people whose intentions are anything but pure. Galino's presence is almost cinematic in its danger. The trailer emphasizes his calculating charm, the way he moves through scenes like a predator quietly circling, waiting for the moment to strike. And it's this lurking threat that gives the trailer its pulse. Every interaction, even the quiet ones, seems loaded with potential peril, as though a single misstep could set off a chain reaction with devastating consequences. Cammy's role also comes into sharper focus here. The trailer doesn't just show a capable leader, it shows someone whose ambition and determination may clash with Tommy's sense of control and family loyalty. Watching the tension between them unfold, even in brief glimpses, it's impossible not to anticipate the conflicts that will define the season. There's a quiet brilliance in the trailer's storytelling. It teases power struggles without spelling them out, leaving us to feel the weight of every decision before it happens. And the trailer immediately reminds us why we've been invested in Tommy's journey from the very start. Season 2 gave us a brief taste of peace, that rare moment where he could feel in control, but it was always fragile. And now, Season 3's trailer makes it clear, the fragility has vanished. Tommy isn't just stepping into a new chapter, he's stepping into a storm that's been quietly building behind every decision he's made. From the shadows of M-Tex's collapse to the tension simmering in his personal life, the stakes have never felt higher. The trailer paints a world where every character, no matter how small their role, is repositioned in ways that will challenge everything we thought we knew. Cammy, for instance, isn't just a partner anymore. She's someone who has proven she can run the business on her own, and the tension that creates between her and Tommy isn't just professional, it's deeply personal. Every frame hints at the strain of fractured trust, lingering resentment, and the subtle, almost invisible ways power shifts within a family. The trailer doesn't shy away from showing that Tommy's attempts to balance leadership, fatherhood, and personal loyalty are going to be tested beyond anything we've seen. We see glimmers of Cooper's abilities coming into play, his talent for the refineries now more crucial than ever. And yet the trailer keeps reminding us, gifts like that rarely come without cost. It's not just about oil, money, or legacy. It's about survival in a world where the wrong move can mean total ruin. Galino's presence looms large, and the trailer subtly reinforces that his charm is dangerous, his patience is terrifying, and his plans are inscrutable. We can almost feel the cold calculations pressing down on Tommy, and the trailer's pacing, the way it cuts between moments of calm and sudden tension, mirrors exactly the precarious balance Tommy is trying to maintain. Even small interactions shown in the trailer carry an emotional weight, hinting at betrayals. Another element the Season 3 trailer teases is just how high the stakes are for every character, not just Tommy. One of the most thrilling aspects of Landman has always been the way it intertwines personal drama with business tension. And this trailer highlights that beautifully. We see glimpses of Cammy operating independently, making bold moves that challenge not only the company, but the balance of trust and loyalty within the family. The tension between ambition and love, between control and cooperation, hangs over every interaction, and the trailer makes it clear that these dynamics will reach a boiling point this season. Tommy's relationships are under more pressure than ever. His role as a father, a partner, and a leader all collide, leaving him vulnerable in ways that feel both human and dangerously exposed. The trailer hints at fractures in alliances we thought were unshakable, and even the smallest moments of camaraderie are tinged with uncertainty. Cooper's growth is equally striking. The trailer teases the increasing importance of his talents, positioning him as a pivotal player in the unfolding drama, but it also reminds us that gifts this powerful attract danger. His every instinct becomes a double-edged sword, potentially saving the family while simultaneously inviting forces that could destroy everything they've built. Watching the trailer, it's clear that the tension isn't manufactured, it's inevitable. Every character has a trajectory, and the trailer subtly emphasizes that these trajectories are about to intersect in ways that will be devastatingly unpredictable. Galino's presence, as ever, casts a long shadow, and the trailer carefully shows that his manipulations aren't just immediate. They're slow, deliberate, and nearly impossible to detect until it's too late. There's a sense that he's setting the stage for a reckoning that could ripple through every corner of Tommy's world. Meanwhile, the offshore rig subplot is portrayed as more than a business. Beyond the immediate tension teased in the trailer, there's a deeper, almost psychological layer to Season 3 that the trailer hints at but doesn't fully reveal, and that's what makes it so compelling. This isn't just about oil deals, business empires, or family squabbles. It's about the cost of ambition and the burden of legacy. Tommy, who has spent seasons fighting to protect what's his, now faces the challenge of defining what his really means. The trailer makes it clear that survival will not be enough this season. Every decision, every alliance, every gamble carries consequences that ripple far beyond a single episode. Cammy's independent streak and business acumen are shown not just as a threat to Tommy's control, but as a mirror reflecting his own fears about losing influence, family trust, and authority. The trailer also teases that these conflicts aren't just surface level. They will test the moral compass of characters we've grown to care about, forcing them to weigh loyalty against ambition, love against strategy, and instinct against calculated risk. Cooper's storyline, while more focused on growth and potential, also carries tension because the trailer hints that his talents might make him a target for forces beyond Tommy's control, adding pressure that could break even the strongest bonds. Galino's enigmatic presence remains the linchpin of this tension, a constant reminder that charm and intelligence can be as lethal as any weapon. The trailer doesn't spell out his moves. It lets us feel the anticipation, the dread, and the unspoken threat in every frame. Even seemingly minor plot threads, like the offshore rig, are charged with suspense, emphasizing that nothing in Tommy's world exists in isolation. Every action has ramifications, and the trailer cleverly layers multiple sources of tension to show that success in Landman is never guaranteed and peace is fleeting at best. By the end of this section, it's evident that Season 3 will be a test of endurance. As the trailer fades, one thing becomes undeniably clear. Landman Season 3 is poised to be the most intense chapter yet. The trailer doesn't just tease plot points. It teases emotions, consequences, and moral dilemmas that will define every character's journey. Tommy's world is no longer just about survival or rebuilding. It's about reckoning with every choice he's made and every ripple it has caused in the lives around him. The tension between family, business, and personal ambition feels like it could snap at any moment, and the trailer highlights just how delicate that balance has become. Cammy's rise to power, while thrilling, promises conflict and collision with Tommy's own ambitions, suggesting that old alliances may fracture and new ones will be tested like never before. Cooper's role grows increasingly pivotal, yet the trailer hints that his talents might attract forces beyond the family's control, forcing him to face pressures that could shape or destroy the future of the family enterprise. Galino remains the constant shadow over all of this, a master manipulator whose plans are subtle, patient, and chillingly effective. The offshore rig subplot adds yet another layer of suspense, a literal ticking clock that could change the game entirely depending on the outcome. Every element teased in the trailer, from business gambles to family tensions, from quiet glances to sudden confrontations, converges to create a sense of unstoppable momentum. The trailer doesn't just promise drama or conflict. It promises a season where every character must navigate a web of danger, trust, and consequence. And in true Landman fashion, victory feels temporary, peace feels fragile, and every choice carries weight. By the end of this trailer, the anticipation is almost unbearable. Viewers are left questioning who will survive, who will thrive, and who. The trailer also hints at a Season 3 that will test not just the strength of Tommy's leadership, but the resilience of everyone around him. Every choice, every alliance, and every instinct carries a weight that feels almost unbearable, and the trailer teases that nothing will come easy. We see tension rippling through the family, through business, and through relationships that once felt unshakable, suggesting that loyalty will be tested in ways we've never witnessed before. The offshore rig, the looming threats from Galino, and Cammy's rising independence all converge to create a storm that could topple empires and shatter bonds in a single miscalculation. But what makes the trailer truly compelling is its focus on the human side of this tension, the fear, the ambition, and the emotional stakes that make every victory feel earned and every loss feel devastating. Tommy's choices now aren't just strategic, they are moral, emotional, and deeply personal. The trailer shows us that starting over was only the beginning, and that the real challenge is surviving the consequences of doing so. Even the smallest moments in the trailer carry foreshadowing, hinting at betrayals, unspoken alliances, and decisions that will define the trajectory of the entire season. Cooper's talents, once a quiet strength, now feel like a beacon that draws danger closer, while Cammy's ambition threatens to redefine the power dynamics within the family. Galino, ever the shadowy presence, reminds us that charm and patience can be just as dangerous as any weapon, and the trailer teases that his influence will force Tommy to confront challenges that are as psychological as they are physical. The anticipation the trailer builds is relentless, leaving viewers constantly guessing, worrying, and theorizing about what could happen next. It isn't just suspense for the sake of action. It's suspense rooted in the characters we've grown to know and care about, in the world that has been carefully built over thus. The final moments teased in the trailer leave no doubt that Season 3 will be a turning point for every character, and the tension is almost unbearable. Tommy's journey, which has always been about survival and protecting family, now feels like a reckoning, a test of whether his choices to start over were brave or dangerously naive. The trailer hints at confrontations that have been simmering for years, collisions between past mistakes and present ambitions, and the emotional fallout of decisions that cannot be undone. Galino's presence remains an ominous shadow, a reminder that in Landman, intelligence and charm can be just as deadly as violence. And the trailer suggests that his plans are moving forward with precision, patience, and quiet menace. Meanwhile, Cammy's growing independence and ambition suggest that she's no longer just a supporting player in Tommy's story. She's a force whose decisions could tilt the balance of power and test the limits of loyalty, love, and family ties. Cooper's arc is equally loaded with suspense. The trailer teases that his instincts and talents may be the key to survival, yet also a magnet for danger that could endanger everyone he cares about. And the offshore rig subplot looms like a ticking bomb, a reminder that in the Landman universe, fortune and disaster are often separated by the smallest miscalculation. What makes the trailer so gripping is the way it balances these multiple layers of suspense, the personal, the professional, and the inevitable consequences of ambition, without ever revealing exactly how the story will unfold. Every glance, every line, every shadowed frame is charged with tension, as if the viewer is being asked to feel the pressure, fear, and anticipation alongside the characters. By the end, the trailer leaves a lingering sense of uncertainty. Triumph is possible, but so is devastating loss. Survival is achievable, but only if the right choices are made at the right time. And every alliance, every instinct, the final impression left by the trailer is that nothing in Tommy's world will be easy, safe, or predictable. Season 3 promises not just new conflicts, but new layers of complexity, where every character's choices carry unimaginable weight. The trailer teases confrontations that could redefine family dynamics, corporate power, and personal loyalty, showing that every victory comes with risk, and every decision has consequences. Tommy's struggle isn't just against external threats, it's against the pressure of leadership, the burden of protecting those he loves, and the constant reminder that starting over is only the first step. The real test is surviving what comes after. Cammy's rising independence promises empowerment, but it also sets the stage for conflict that could threaten everything